Hey, so we're gonna flip the table here. Alan here is gonna kind of ask me about the God Dreamers and what the whole experience is about, and so he's gonna be the host, and I'm gonna be the guest.
Flip it.
So we're gonna flip it around. And so anyway, Alan, hit
Yeah.
it, man.
Well, I'm here with Todd Bethel. So, no, tell us like a little bit about like what God Dreamers is for anybody that literally just logged into this page. Like,
Okay.
what is it?
Yeah. So God Dreamers is kind of a play on words. It was given to me. I had a dream years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it's taken out of the Bible of I guess Joel 2, I think 28 is in the last days. Old men will dream dreams, young men will see visions, and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so it was kind of taken from that. I felt as though I wanted to find a way find a way to really showcase people of faith that are doing great things
Mm-hmm.
that are normally not seen out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
People that are movers and shakers, and it could be as simple as an artist, to an entrepreneur, to a community worker, to a doctor. But I really wanted to call them God dreamers because those are the ones that are really doing great works it's in the kingdom. And it's more so that just I think a lot of times we get caught up in seeing how Christians are on one way, but a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times we don't see the works
Yeah.
of Christian. That's what it really is all about. It's not about just going to church every Sunday and then going about your business. So that's
Yeah.
kind of where the name came about.
Nice. And I think a lot of people, at least in my own experience, a lot of people believe like if you want to be effective for Christ, you got to be a pastor or servant in the
Yeah,
church.
yeah.
With when I say the four walls of the church. So how do you believe like God Dreamers are going to help break that notion of like you can't really be not creative, but you can't really be in ministry outside of the four walls?
Yeah, so I mean, we all have a calling. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, every single one of us. I mean, whether you're, and a lot of times when you say Christian, people always associate it with a, pastor
Mm-hmm.
or deacon or something like that. But we all have a calling, and God has called us with different skill sets and different talents.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what I wanted to do is really showcase those talents and people doing things. Because we're all ministers in a certain degree in every way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're a bass player, I mean, you're playing bass, and
Yeah.
people are watching that and they're getting an enjoyment out of that.
Mm-hmm.
You can use that as a vehicle to share God's goodness.
Yeah.
You're a singer or even an artist or any of those things, or just a community, working. They're getting out there feeding the homeless.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I want to really show people that it's more to Christianity than just going
Yeah.
to church.
Good.
So that's kind of where it all came about, and really in hopes to inspire them to do the same, wherever that may be,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's kind of that's my whole desire from doing this, to be able to inspire people to make a change in their own community.
Nice, nice. What is your what's the end vision? Of course, God may not have revealed it all, but what is your vision for God Dreamers?
Wow, so that's heavy duty, man. Really, I wanted to get to the point where I see myself. There's a show that used to air on CNN, and I say CNN, that's liberal now. People are, but it was a show called it was Anthony Bourdain's
Yeah.
Parts Unknown,
Parts Unknown,
where he
yep.
just traveled around the world
Mm-hmm.
and just talking to people, and it was all based around food. Well, I want to do the same thing, not really copying his thing, but I want to
Mm-hmm.
travel around the world and showcase people that are doing things, but it's based around God.
Mm-hmm.
But it can include food, it can include culture, it can include all those things.
Mm-hmm.
But the key thing, I want it to be something that people are inspired to make a change and make a difference.
Nice.
So that's kind of what I envision, just traveling around the world, man. Going to Africa, going to Europe. I mean, going to Australia and meeting with the Aborigines. I mean,
Yeah.
the sky is the limit as
Right.
far as that's where I kind of see myself,
Mhm.
just traveling around the world, making talking to these people
Nice.
and highlighting and letting them know, letting other people know that we don't live in this bubble. There's a
Yeah.
whole lot more in this world than just what's in the
Yeah,
United States.
and we're out here.
Yeah,
Yeah, awesome. Definitely don't limit God. 'Cause-
Yeah, yeah,
and I'm
for
sure
sure.
the vision is so different, but so much greater.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, where can people? How can they follow you? How can they stay plugged in and things of that sort?
Yeah, so we have social media, of course. So you can find us on Facebook, Instagram. You can just look up God Dreamers, and then we also have a website called GodDreamers.com, so they can
Okay.
find us there. And just reach out, shoot an email, or reach out through social media, and I'll be more than happy to kind of share a little bit more about what we're doing.
All right. Well, as you heard it from the man himself, Todd Bethel, thank you for allowing me to flip the tables and interview you. You heard it right there, so make sure you follow him on Facebook and Instagram for more.